Hello everyone, and yes, today we are checking out Algorand again. There has been some very interesting new partnerships and also some fundamental news which could give Algorand some upper hand among the other competitors in the blockchain space. So we will check out that first, and then we will also check out the price charts because there has been some important new developments. So without any further ado, an early like on the video is very much appreciated, so thank you for doing so, and let's go. So first let's start with the partnerships, and here we have the Wire, which wants to enable simple payment solutions and accelerate DeFi growth on Algorand. So if you don't know, Wire is the leading fiat to crypto and payment infrastructure company, so this could be beneficial for both Algorand and Wire. Then we have eMoney announcing integration with the Algorand blockchain, where they want to accelerate the circulation of European stablecoins. So if you don't know, among the most common ones like USDT and USDC, there are also other stablecoins, for example for the European currencies like Euro, Swiss francs, and many other European currencies as stablecoins. So this is interesting in relation to the previous news which we checked out a couple of weeks ago, that Algorand is now running the USDT and USDC stablecoins, and they are now expanding to even more towards the European ones. Then we have the Skybridge and Nax announcing partnership to accelerate the growth of decentralized applications on Algorand. And one of the very cool ones is the Italy's largest consortium of olive oil producers partnering with Euronet, and they are adopting the Algorand blockchain to improve supply chain transparency and efficiency. So these members of this consortium represent more than 250,000 people across 15 Italian regions, so that's a very large reach. So that's very interesting that they want to make a real useful use case with Algorand. And finally we have Alti, which is one-click social messaging wallet which migrates to Algorand, which enables instant and nearly feeless chat-based crypto transactions. I personally don't know about Alti, but if you are using Alti, definitely let me know down in the comments below. And then we have a bit of an older news, however it ties up with the last part which we will check out just after this one, so I want to cover this one as well because it's very much related, and is the introduction of Smilecoin, where Algorand is aiming to decentralize the gaming industry, and this looks like similar, for example, to Decentraland. However, it seems that they don't have a native gaming space for this Smilecoin as Decentraland has with their mana token. However, nevertheless, they still are proposing some interesting use cases, and we can see that Smilecoin actually began developing the application on Ethereum. However, they ran into challenges in scaling, and therefore they chosen to migrate to Algorand, which provides very good scaling solution at very low fees and also fully decentralized transactions platform. So that's very useful, and they are offering some features like distributed gaming portfolio, which will enable players to manage, track and optimize their gaming activity across the ecosystems. Also, they are offering AI-powered returns, so it uses prediction strategies to optimize your profitability. Then we have single global gaming currency, where the Smilecoin will enable users to harvest, stake and earn rewards on Algorand. So this one is very interesting for all you staking aficionados. Now you will be able to earn Algorand rewards even with the Smilecoin. And finally we have bridging, which will basically bridge the gap between non-native blockchain gaming platforms and distribute them in real time on Algorand blockchain. So this is pretty cool, and it has been also possible thanks to the Algorand virtual machine, which is AVM for short, and that's what we will check out now as the last news, because there has been some important upgrade for the Algorand virtual machine. And if you are not familiar with virtual machines, many projects are using just default Ethereum virtual machine. However, Algorand made their own virtual machine which enables them to have more control but also better better integration with their own native blockchain. One thing which is also speaking in favor of Algorand is that they had experienced zero downtime since launch, so that's very cool. And this Algorand virtual machine is still pretty new. I think they have launched it just in the summer of 2021, but it's cool to see they are still working on this and making upgrades for it. And with this we can jump into the price chart. So looking at the price at the moment, it's around 1.8 or 1.9 US dollars. However, since the last video we've made a bit of a decline over here, which was, I would not say expected, but definitely it is not surprising. We were very close to this long-term resistance over here. We could see a lot of struggle around this resistance, and this goes all the way back at the September 2019 over here, so a very respected level by all the investors for sure. And we've had a lot of struggle here again at the beginning of 2021, and we're not able to get successfully above this resistance, so the history pretty much repeated here at the September 2021. And on top of that, we are now trading just below this resistance line over here, so this is not that optimistic. Again, we can see we've had a couple of tags over here at the beginning of 2021, and briefly it acted as a bit of a support here but wasn't sustained, and now it's acting as a resistance again. So this is definitely the line to watch now. If we will be able to make a successful breakout with a backtest, that could lead to some very nice moves for the future. However, we can see that so far there was no success in breaking and staying above this resistance line. And if you are wondering, this corresponds to the previous all-time highs all the way from the beginning of Algorand in June 2019 over here. So very important levels over here. Pretty much similar, for example, as a Cardano, where it was struggling pretty much the whole year 2021, but now Cardano has finally got out, and it seems that it will be able to stay above the all-time highs from 2017 and 18. However, going back to Algorand, if we are not able to make a breakout over here, we can drop all the way to those levels, which again corresponds to this price channel over here, where there is some sort of support. We could see some resistance tags over here along the way, also here in the April 2021, and it was pretty much going around this trend line first half of 2021 before making a huge run here towards the end of 2021. So I think this is some quite solid line of support here, and we maybe have another support line over here, which is an uptrending support line which has been formed here in the bull run towards the end of 2021. We've had a couple of tags along the way, so this could act as a support line here if we get any closer, and maybe will help us push the price above this resistance line as we've mentioned just a minute ago. But definitely now I would wait until we break this resistance line before starting any position in Algorand, because we can make quite a big correction still, and that would make a very nice discount on Algorand. And just to have a full picture, we can also check out the Algorand to Bitcoin ratio, and here we can see that since the last video we were pretty much here at a very high reading, close to this resistance line. So this is not surprising at all. We started to decline a lot in this ratio, and now we are in the lower half of this channel. This is mainly because of the very strong Bitcoin performance in the past couple of weeks. So Algorand hasn't been able to hold and go up with Bitcoin. However, that means that as we get closer to this lower support line over here, there is a higher chance that Algorand will start to overperform Bitcoin, and these levels down here would be very interesting to watch out and time with the previous chart if you want to start some position in Algorand. Finally, checking out the altcoin season index, we can see that we are definitely not in altcoin season. The reading is about 47, so in the lower half of this index, and this corresponds again to the very strong performance of Bitcoin in the past couple of weeks. We were dropping pretty much from the 70 levels over here, and it's very hard for the altcoins to keep up with Bitcoin. So at the moment, it seems that we are getting closer to this Bitcoin season under this 25 point mark over here. So this is not speaking in favor of altcoins at the moment. And that's it from today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If so, make sure to smash the like button to help this channel out in the YouTube algorithm, and you can also subscribe for more future crypto content to come on this channel. And with this, I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!